Meningitis is an inflammation of the fluid and three membranes surrounding your brain and spinal cord. The most common causes of meningitis are viral and bacterial infections. Other causes may include cancer, fungi, and drug induced reactions. Some viral and bacterial meningitis are contagious. They can be transmitted by coughing, sneezing, or close contact. Hello and welcome to the Spotlight in Food and Health Communications, your number one go to source for credible and timely health information. Victor Wabery is my name. On today's episode of the Spotlight, a light is on the meningitis disease. We want to talk about meningitis. I want to tell you what it is. You need to know what the symptoms are, the causes, and how you can stay safe. This and more I will talk about when I come back from this break. Please do stay with me. Welcome back. It's still the program The Spotlight, and we're talking meningitis today. Let's start off with the symptoms of meningitis. The symptoms of viral and bacterial meningitis can be similar in the beginning. However, bacterial meningitis symptoms are usually more severe. The symptoms also vary depending on your age. So let's start off with the infants. The symptoms you would find in infants range from decreased appetite, irritability, vomiting, diarrhea, rash, respiratory symptoms, and in adults, the symptoms you may find include headaches, fever, stiff neck, seizures, sensitivity to bright light, sleepiness, lethargy, nausea and vomiting, decreased appetite, and altered mental states. Now, what are the types of meningitis? Viral and bacterial infections are the most common causes of meningitis, just like I mentioned earlier. Now, there are several other forms of meningitis. Examples include the cryptococcal, which is caused by a fungal infection, and the carcinomatous, which is cancer related. These types are less common. Now let's start off with the first one, the viral meningitis. The viral meningitis is the most common type of meningitis. Viruses in the enterovirus category cause about 52% of cases in adults and 58% of cases in infants. These are more common during the summer and the fall. Now let's talk about the bacterial meningitis. The bacterial meningitis is contagious and caused by infection from certain bacteria. It can be fatal if left untreated. Now, about 1 in 10 people who get bacterial meningitis die, and 1 in 5 have serious complications. This can be true even with proper treatment. Fungal meningitis, the third one. Now, the fungal meningitis is a rare type of meningitis. It's caused by a fungus that infects your body and then spreads from your bloodstream to your brain or spinal cord. Let's talk about the fourth one, the parasitic meningitis. This type of meningitis is less common than viral or bacterial meningitis, and it's caused by parasites that are found in dirt, feces, and on some animals and food like snails, raw fish, poultry, or produce. And the last one, the non-infectious meningitis. The non-infectious meningitis is not an infection. Instead, it is a type of meningitis that's caused by other medical conditions or treatments. Now, what are the causes of meningitis? Each type of meningitis has a slightly different cause, but each ultimately acts in the same way. Now, a bacterium, fungus, virus, or parasite spreads through the body via the bloodstream, nerve endings, or even a dormant reactivation in the nervous system until it reaches the brain or the spinal cord. There, it sets up in the lining of fluids around this vital body part and starts developing into a more advanced infection. Now, the non-infectious meningitis is the result of a physical injury or other condition. It doesn't involve an infection. Now, the next question is this: is there a vaccine for meningitis? The answer is yes. There is a vaccine for several types of bacterial meningitis. The meningococcal meningitis caused by Neisseria meningitis is one version for which vaccines are available. While viral meningitis is more common, bacterial meningitis can be more dangerous if it's not diagnosed and treated quickly. For that reason, the two primary vaccines for meningitis are for bacterial causes. And they are number one, the meningococcal conjugates or the MENA-CWY vaccine, often called by brand names such as the Menactra, Menvio, and the Menquad FI. Features of vaccine that targets four of the most common types of bacterial serotypes. It lasts longer and offers greater protection, especially if you maintain booster shots. The second one is the serogroup B meningococcal or the MEN-B vaccine, which targets one specific strain, and its protection window is much shorter. Only certain populations are recommended to get this vaccine. Remember, I'm not a doctor. I'm only here to give you information and to guide you right to ensuring that your health life is of standard. My name is Victor Wabari, and this is where we let down the anchors on today's episode of the Spotlight. Till I come your way next time, I always say to you, keep living healthy, keep staying healthy, but do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel on FHC TVB. You could also like our videos and leave your thoughts, comments, contribution, whatever it is in the comment section below, and we will do well to reach out to you. Till I come your way next time, keep staying safe. Bye for now.